come on in here, y'all. I am back. As you're coming in, go ahead and comment grant money in the chat. As you are coming in, go ahead and comment grant money in the chat, because I am not going to calm down about the number of grants that are available this month and next month, okay? I'm too excited about it. So I'm like, let me come back on here because there's too much money available. Yes, go ahead and comment the word grants as you are coming in. I'm so excited. I like really genuinely get very excited about grant money, really funding in general. Y'all know, if you've been following me for some time, I have been like barking at y'all about securing business funding since 2021. That was my very first since 2020. My very first course was Business Credit Masterclass 101. Okay. Since October 2020, that is the first course I ever came out with as a business owner. Business Credit Masterclass 101. And ever since then, I've been on a laser focused mission. Yes, Golden Life, you said I applied to the grant. Because of your advice, I hope you win. I know you will win. I will do another video on life in Senegal. Thank you so much, True Beauty. But yes, ever since that moment, I have been on laser focus getting y'all funding. And it's been amazing. I mean, we have 70,000 students later, right? From that first, let me turn on my Wi-Fi. 70,000 students later from that first class, from that first business credit course, here we are. And we still doing it. Yeah, in my first grant class, YouTube, we're back. The first grant course I created was in maybe March of 2021. So you all know, I've been doing this for a minute, okay? And I will never stop or get tired because there's always going to be more grants. We still need to get more funding. The battle is not won, okay? Yes, y'all. Thank you so much. So come on in here. Let's talk about how you are going to get these grants. Thank you so much, whoever bought that badge. Hey, Almeda. Looking so pretty in your picture. Thank you for getting a badge. So I see some good questions coming up in the chat, and I want us to talk about these grants that are available this month and going into April. So you still have opportunity to win and apply to some grants before March 31st. And then there is quite a few grants that are coming up the 1st of April, the 4th of April, the 8th of April, and the 12th of April. So it's giving back-to-back opportunities. Now, let's just set the stage, okay? The reason why, applying to grants is so important overall is because you want to make sure that your funding strategy is diverse, okay? You want to make sure that your funding strategy is diverse. So should you have a business plan? Yes. Should you be building business credit? Yes. Should you be fixing your personal credit? Yes. Should you be applying for loans and lines of credit? Yes. Should you be applying for grants? Definitely yes. Okay. So I don't want you guys to feel like it's one or the other, or that because of the fact that grants are a little different from loans, that you should put all your focus and attention only on loans and credit cards and none on grants. You want to give yourself multiple ways to win. Okay. We want all the bags. We want them all. Okay. Comment all of them. All of them. ALLUM. Okay. All of them. We want all the bags. So we want a grant. Yes. We want a business credit card. Yes. We want a business loan. Yes. We want a micro loan. Yes. We want a CDFI. Yes. We want a credit union loan. Yes. We want all of them. Because at the end of the day, the statistics, right? We are, as minority entrepreneurs, do not get the same amount of funding as our counterparts. Not even close. Our typical percentage of the funding that we get is 4% or less. And a significant amount of the time, the reason we're not getting that funding isn't because we don't have great businesses or isn't because we're not applying, but it's the fact that, right, all of them. It's the fact that, isn't the fact that we don't have great businesses, but it's the fact that sometimes we're just not applying. And we're not applying because of, it's almost this vicious cycle, right? We know that people get denied. So then we don't apply because we're afraid of getting denied. And then because we don't apply, because we're afraid of getting denied, when we actually do end up applying, we don't have enough information or we're applying with fear. So then we actually do end up getting denied. You see what I'm saying? So it's almost like this vicious cycle that just continues to repeat itself. And the cycle stops here. The cycle stops here. We are going to make sure that we start changing the trajectory of not only how your business gets funded, but minority businesses as a whole. So you want to make sure that in your funding strategy, you're doing all these things. Yes, we want to make sure we have a business plan. We want to apply for microloans. We want to apply for community development funds. We want to apply for business credit and business credit cards. But there's something special about debt-free money. And grants are free money, right? I know we like to say free money doesn't exist. Excuse me. I know we like to say free money doesn't exist, but no, it does exist. And it exists in the form of a grant. So one thing you have to realize, right? Why do grants exist? For a lot of these companies and corporations and organizations, grants are also a strategic tax write-off for them. So when you see, FedEx or Walmart, or who's another company right now, Dannon, right? When you see them offering these grants, L'Oreal, Bayfund, all these different grants, $20,000, $25,000, and etc., that is a strategic move. So it's a mutually beneficial situation. We want to win the grant, and these companies want to give the grant because it's a tax write-off. So imagine this, the L'Oreal grant, which is due, let me pull it up. It's due on the 29th, okay, next week. 2 grants, one for all beauty entrepreneurs or Black beauty entrepreneurs, and then another for their Hispanic audience, okay? And there are 20 different $10,000 grants, okay? So 20 opportunities to win in both grants. So let's do our math real quick. 20 times 10,000. I'm pretty sure it's 200,000, but let's just be sure. Because, pregnancy brain. I might be adding an extra zero somewhere. Okay, yes. 20 times 10,000 is $200,000. So when all these grants are given out, that's $400,000 that L'Oreal can claim as a tax deduction. And this is not to take anything away from the companies who give grants. I'm not mad at you for getting your tax deduction, because now we're both winning. I'm in a position to get the grant. You're in the position to get a $500,000 write-off. It's a win-win. Okay? Comment win-win in the chat. So it's a win-win. Now, government grants are a little bit different, right? Government grants as well, that money is set aside by the government as an initiative for minority businesses, women-owned businesses, and just certain areas of the United States. That money is already set aside. But here's what you have to understand. This is why it's so urgent when I tell you guys to go become a member of your local minority development chapter. Here's why. So you guys remember a few months ago, this was probably in 2023, where it was announced that Kamala Harris, our VP, okay, she was, basically setting aside $125 million to go to Black small businesses. Well, that 125 million, guess where it went? It went to minority business development agencies. So what you've got to understand is when that money is coming down from the government, it's not going to Chase Bank. It's not going to like Lendio, right? Now with the PPP loans and stuff, that was different. But in these types of programs where they're putting money aside for minority businesses, it's going to be disseminated through these local government and statewide chapters, essentially your minority business development chapter. And that's how that money is going to come to you. But here's the thing, right? If you don't apply, okay? If you don't apply, hey Dee, hey Bethany, we're going to go over applying for the grants right now. So if you don't apply for these grants, the money goes back, okay? Especially the government money. It gets reallocated because guess what they'll say? They'll say, well, we made 125 million available, but only X amount of, businesses actually applied or were qualified. So next year, we're just going to reduce that allocation down to 50 million because apparently the interest isn't there. And I will tell y'all that in 2022, I believe it was 43 million that was sent back. In 2023, I think it was a little bit more. I have to get the exact number, but whether it's 40 million, or a little more, that's a lot of money. That's a lot of money being sent back simply because not enough people applied for it. Not enough qualified minority businesses applied for it. And guess what? A lot of us didn't know, right? If you follow me, you probably knew. But so much of the time, a lot of people don't know. And, I don't want to turn into my Black Panther mode because y'all know that was my major in college, African American studies. My uncle was a Black Panther. It's all in the family. But it's not a coincidence, okay? It's not a coincidence that we don't know that these funds are available. It's not a coincidence that, there's not over advertisement to Black-owned businesses and minority businesses to go become a member of your minority business chapter. It's not a coincidence, okay? It's not a coincidence that we're quick to get a notification from the IRS when it's time to file taxes, but it's dead silence. When you form your entity, it's dead silence getting a notification from your local minority business chapter. Now, what's up with that? But let us be late, even one day on filing your return or, updating your Secretary of State, you're going to get a letter real quick. But when do we ever hear about, hey, here are the resources available to you as a new Black-owned business. Here's how much money is out there for you. Here's where you can go. Come become a member. We're having this class. Where's that? Right? Where's that? So, we have to ask these questions. We have to be hyper aware. It's very, very important. There have been minority business chapters that have closed down simply because of the fact that there's not enough membership. Why is there not enough membership? Most of the time, people don't know. It doesn't mean that the businesses don't exist, but they don't know. So then guess what? That money gets rerouted to something else. Look at Chicago. Chicago is a prime example where the money gets rerouted to stopping crime because not enough people came to secure funding and grants and become a part of their minority business development chapter. So now the, opportunities to support businesses there are small, but the money to fight crime is humongous. You see what I'm saying? So it's so much bigger than we realize. And this is why since October 2020, I have been laser focused about making sure you guys understand grants and funding and etc. because it's a much bigger picture. Okay. It's a much bigger picture. And they've been getting away with it for too long. They got us paying for water and grapes and apples. You know, it's enough. It's enough. We have to pay for all these things, and y'all don't want to tell us where this money is at? Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. No, y'all not, y'all, no. So y'all ready? Comment ready in the chat if you're ready. Because let's talk about these grants, okay? Y'all not going to have us paying for water and grapes and apples and the things that God naturally gave us for free. And also not tell us where to get this money for our business. Absolutely not. Absolutely not. Like Orlando Brown said, okay? No. We're done. So here we go, y'all. There's a lot of great opportunities for grants. Now, a couple weeks ago on the 15th, there were two $20,000 grants that I hope y'all applied for. But even if you didn't get the chance to, or if you did, but you want to make sure that you get, you want to make sure that you get some more, let's go ahead and start with this Angel City grant, okay? So this Angel City grant is in partnership with I Fund Women. And I did also post about this on my page, so you've got it there. But this Angel City grant is for $10,000 and it is for all entrepreneurs. So I know it's partnered with I Fund Women, but all the fellas in here as well, you don't have to be a woman in order to apply. It is $10,000 for small business owners. And I'm going to take a look at the application right now because I want you to be confident. Here's the thing with your grants, right? Your grant proposal is a little bit similar to a business plan, but the wonderful thing about grants is that, you know, of course, a business plan, they want to know what are your projections? How much money has this business made already? How are you going to pay back this loan, right? It's very financial based. Now, do you need a business plan? Yes, still very important, right? And I talk to you guys about that all the time. But on the other side of things, as a business who's applying for a grant, your grant proposal is going to focus more on your impact. Go ahead and comment the word impact in the chat. So your business plan is going to be heavily focused on your income, whereas your grant proposal is going to be heavily focused on your impact. So this is why for those of you who are also newer in business, you've been in business for 6 months or a year, you haven't quite hit the revenue numbers that you want to hit. You're on the way though. I see you. I know you're on the way. That is why grants should even more be a part of your strategy, because when you don't necessarily have a lot of, okay, can y'all hear me? All right. So as I was saying, when you don't necessarily have a lot of revenue to speak to, and you don't necessarily have, you know, projections just yet because you're newer in business, you're just getting started, this is why a grant is key. Because you still have the opportunity to get funding for your business even before you have made a ton of money, right? And this is important. So many businesses, when we first get started, you know, you're not always making money right away. It took me at least 4 or 5 months before I made my first $5,000 and then $10,000. So let's look at this application because I think y'all are going to like this one. Hold on, let me see. Okay, here we go. It's pulling up. It's pulling up. So there's a few questions that are on the application, only 4 or 5. But one of the main things that they're going to ask you about, there's 2 here. One of them says, please give us your business pitch. And the other one is, what problem does your business solve and how does it impact your community? So I just told y'all grants are about impact, and here you are seeing this. Okay, so give us your business pitch. And then secondly, what problem does your business solve and how does it impact the community? So let's talk about the pitch first. All right, all of you guys have definitely heard of like an elevator pitch, right? We know what that is. I want you to think about this as, you know, if you're in an elevator with Jeff Bezos and he's like, I'll give you $1 million right now, just convince me in 30 seconds. you want to be saying the most important elements of your business. So let's think about a formula, right? If we're looking at your pitch or you're trying to come up with your pitch, it's basically a version of your mission statement. So a business plan will have, a strong elevator pitch. Your grant proposal, I would want you to think of it as your mission statement. Because again, when you're applying for grants, they want to understand how your business makes impact. So your mission statement, and y'all know I have a formula for everything, so don't even play with me. Let me actually pull it up. Your mission statement, the way I want you to think about it is 4 key questions. Who your business serves, what problem it solves, why it matters, and how it helps the community. So again, who your business serves, what problem it solves, why it matters, and how it helps the community. So you want to think of it as, what you do, who do you do it for, and what is the outcome, okay? Again, who your business serves, what problem it solves, why it matters, and how it helps the community. So in condensing that, and you're filling this out, when you are thinking about your business, right? So let's say you're a realtor. Maybe you have a trucking company. Maybe you are a financial consultant. Maybe you are an educator, right? You want to think about, okay, here's what I do. Here's who I serve, right? So if I'm an educator, my job is to provide, special education services to children between the ages of 11 and 18 to increase their literacy rates, right? So there we go. What problem does it solve? Our business solves the problem of low literacy rates within this particular community, okay? Why does that matter? Well, low literacy rates tend to contribute to higher incarceration rates, and this is a fact. And then how it helps the community, this ensures that by us providing this education to give students more opportunity to succeed, we're improving the community and improving their overall outcomes. So in short, and I'm doing this off the top of my head, but let's try to put this together. So if you're an educator, right? So let's do our mission statement or our pitch. Our business provides special education and literacy services to children between the ages of 11 and 18 because of the fact that low literacy rates in Compton, California contribute to higher incarceration rates. Our business exists in order to improve this community outcome, keep more kids at home, and send more kids to college. Jeff Bezos, cut the check. Okay, comment cut the check in the chat. So, that was quick, right? That was quick, but this is how you would really put that together. So again, who your business serves, what problem it solves, why it matters, and how it helps the community. We tackled all 4 of those things in that statement, right? Comment cut the check. So I see beauty services, real estate. We're going to do a couple different examples, but that is how you want to think about putting it together. So as you're writing this grant on your own, the questions you should be asking yourself, right? Sometimes I know it's hard for us to think about, well, what is the community, impact of a makeup business or an esthetician, right? But here's how you have to think about it. If you provide skincare services or you provide real estate services, what is the problem you're solving? Okay, so if you provide real estate services, the problem you're solving is, there's a low percentage of new home buyers in the Black community. Let's just target that, right? So that's a problem. And you all will know what the problem is because you're the one who started the business. So that's the problem. Now what you want to really do is, now that you've identified that problem, right? If you're doing skincare or makeup services, what is the problem you solve as a makeup artist? Well, the problem you solve in this case is, women who want to have beautiful makeup for their makeup day, but maybe they have severe acne, or they're only able to afford a certain quality of service. So your business solves the problem of providing makeup services to those who have skin conditions and are on a budget, let's say, right? So that's the problem that you solve. Now, what you want to do is, this middle step is so important. You want to get some data. Okay, you want to get some data, you want to get some numbers. So a thing that I like to do is head over to Fiverr.com. Okay, Fiverr, you are going to hire a research assistant. Okay, $10 an hour, nothing too crazy. It's usually $10 for 2 hours of work. And you're going to ask them to find the statistics about this particular section of people. So if we're thinking about makeup, okay, what is the percentage of women between the age of 21 and 45 who suffer from acne? This data is out there. If we're thinking about real estate, what is the percentage of, Black people in the US who are first-time home buyers? Compare that to white people. What's that comparison? You see what I'm saying? So now you have some numbers, and that is going to help you make that mission statement even more impactful, make that pitch more impactful. Because if you're saying that our business solves this problem and here's the numbers behind the problem, this is why you need to give us the money, because there is a community out there that needs this, and we are going to make impact in that community. Are y'all picking up what I'm putting down? Comment got it if you got it. We are going to make impact in that community. So that really helps you to not only see it for yourself as a business owner, but it also really helps for you to be confident when you're writing that grant. And this is why I tell you guys all the time, you have to realize you're a big business. You have to maintain this big business energy. Right? Sometimes, I know we call our businesses a small business, but no, I rebuke that. You have a big business because you solve a big problem. That's why you've got to look at your business as, hold up, I'm not just your typical makeup artist. I'm not just your typical real estate agent. I'm not just your typical esthetician. I am out here solving this problem that impacts X percentage of people. This is why y'all need to give me this $10,000, because who else is going to do it? And this also really relates to the fact that I never want you guys to feel, weighed down by this thought of competition. Because there's multiple estheticians, yes. There's multiple makeup artists, yes. There's multiple, what's some other businesses I saw in here? There's multiple real estate agents, yes. But does that mean that there's any less room for your business? No. Because if the problem is this big problem that you're going after, that's your focus. So even if there's another real estate agent in the same city, they may not be focusing on the problem that you're focusing on. So you've got a different purpose than they have. You've got a different drive than they have. You've got a different impact than they have. And that's going to go into your marketing. People are going to be able to sense that when they work with you. And so what competition? Y'all can sell the same products, but your little spin on it, you know what I'm saying? Your impact on it, your purpose behind it is what sets you apart. Your purpose behind it is what sets you apart. And that is why do not worry about competition. Because if there are millions of women who are dealing with skincare issues, you are absolutely positioned to confidently market yourself as an esthetician, targeting that community of women who are dealing with their skincare issues. And that's what you have to focus on in your grant proposal and in your business plan overall, right? So with that pitch question, we want to make sure that we're highlighting, again, who our business serves, what problem it solves, why it matters, and how it helps that community, right? That's what you want to focus on. You're helping that community. Is it something that everyone in the world relates to? No, but you're not starting a business for everyone in the world. You're starting a business for the specific people and the problem that you want to solve. So tell them to cut the check, okay? And this is very much connected to the second question, which is what impact does your business create? So we talked about real estate. We talked about being an educator. We talked about an esthetician. If you're someone who does hair or you provide hair services, the impact that you create is related to that problem that you solve. I mean, y'all, it's time to get this money, okay? It is time to get this money. So this is $10,000 that is coming up, and this is due on the 8th. So we have a little time. But there's another $10,000 grant due next week. Y'all ready? Comment ready in the chat if you're ready. So this other $10,000 grant is also open to all entrepreneurs. And let me just confirm the due date. Yes, it is due March 31st. So how many days is that from now? 10 days away. And this is a $10,000, it's called the Perseverance Grant, okay? Which I really like. I think that they're calling it this because every entrepreneur needs, to persevere. And so this makes it relatable. But it's a $10,000 grant. The application is also only 5 questions. To make sure. Okay, Instagram, we're back. It was pausing a little bit. Oh, well, there we go. See, that's a perfect example. All right, so this $10,000 Skip Perseverance Grants, 5 questions. One of them is, obviously tell us about your business. This question of what problem does your business solve and what impact does it make? It comes up again. This grant is also asking you, how are you going to use the money? So let's talk briefly about your budget. Okay. Now, I told you guys with a business plan, you've got to do all these projections. They want to understand how much is your business going to make in 12 months, and you should know that, right? But with a grant, that's not necessarily what they want to know. Instead, they want to know, if we give you this $10,000, how are you going to use it? And why is that relevant to your business? So I want you guys to comment real quick, 3 ways that if you got this $10,000 grant that you would use it right now. Just comment 3 things that you would do with this 10K in your business. 3 things that you would do with this 10K in your business. Because one thing about grants, okay, they're not going to ask you to pay that money back, but because it's free money, they do want to understand, are you going to use this money wisely? So I see you guys with some examples. The best thing that I can say for y'all is this. You have to make sure that you put down some details, okay? Some details. So if we don't want to say that 10K, grant, 5K, we're going to put it on inventory, the other 3K, we're going to put it on social media, and maybe the 2K, we're going to put it on hiring, right? Buy more education, provide reduced services. Amazing. So I love what you mentioned, Cyber Groupie. You said buy more education and provide other services. So let's put some details in this. So if we're going to say buy more education, right, we want to list what are you buying? And so here's the thing. We want details. You need to list exactly where that money is going. And then the third element is, what is it going to give back to you? You see what I'm saying? So not necessarily how much money are you going to make from it, but by putting this amount of money into X particular education, here's where the return is. What's the ROI? So we want a detailed budget. What exactly are you putting the money on? And what's the return? If you are going to spend $2,000 on YouTube ads, what do you project this is going to do for your business? Are you doing this to get more leads? Are you doing this to get more sales? How do you think this is going to help your channel grow? You see what I'm saying, y'all? You see what I'm saying, y'all? Drop a gem in the chat if that's making sense. So you really want to make sure that you don't just have a blanket budget of how you're going to use the 10K, but it really should be as detailed as possible. So if you are going to get inventory, what are you getting? I'm getting, $1,000 worth of containers, $1,000 worth of lids, $500 worth of labels. And then in terms of your ROI, your return, you want to explain that you're investing in this because maybe you're going to host a big sale. You're planning on a launch. You want to make sure that you have enough inventory to fulfill the demand that's going to come on your business. You see what I'm saying? Because I've sat on grant review boards and I've read different grant proposals. The ones that are detailed win. The ones that are a little less detailed, nothing wrong with them, but the ones that don't give us an indication of why this money matters and how you're going to get a return, those typically don't win. So you want to make sure that they can see, listen, y'all need to give me this 10K because we're going to get this, and that, and it's going to help the women in our community do this. It's going to provide better quality ingredients so we can help the, women clear up their skin. If I'm a real estate agent, I'm going to put X amount onto, what is that? Like mailer marketing, putting up flyers, because that's going to increase my local, awareness so people can start calling me. You see what I'm saying? So you really want to think deeply about that and make sure that that's represented in the grant, because you don't want to have an awesome mission statement and amazing community impact, and then when it comes to your budget, it's missing something. So I love what you said here, D. You said you're an Airbnb host. You want to purchase furniture, do some advertising. Great. So one thing I would add is if you're going to purchase furniture, make sure you're explaining to them what type of furniture you want to get, what theme you're going for in your Airbnb, why this matters, how is it going to help you get more customers. And that's pretty easy because we know that Airbnbs do well based on how good they look, right? When you've got nice furniture, good quality things, and that picture is popping on Airbnb.com, you're definitely going to get booked. So those are some things you might want to add to. Maybe you'll even use some of the money to hire a photographer to get high quality photos. You see what I'm saying? So as I was saying, grants are never going to ask you to pay the money back, but some grants, right, 6 months later, might come and say, oh, we want to see how have you spent this entire money. So another thing I need y'all to understand is to keep your receipts. Here's a tip, okay? Here's a tip. When you get this grant money, move it to another account. Move it. So you've got your business bank account. I teach you guys all the time, you need to have separate accounts within your business bank account. Move the money to another account. So whatever account, you have transactions coming in and out of, you're making payments, you're doing things, move the money from there. You want to make sure that this money is in its own account so that when you use it, you can just go back to one account and see all the transactions that you've made. Because if the grant does ask you, hey, it's been 6 months, how's it going? We'd like to see how you spent the money. You want to make sure that you can easily go back to that account. Y'all, don't be going to Red Lobster with your grant money. Don't be, listen. Don't be out here shopping with your grant money. Don't do that. Don't do that. Make sure that everything you are using the money for is connected and makes sense according to whatever your business is. Now, I'm not going to say don't go buy things at, Target or the store, because if that's relevant to what is in your budget, then that makes sense. But some of y'all gonna be like, ooh, we got $10,000. We're going to Nowww to celebrate, celebratory business dinner. Listen up, listen up, listen up. Nothing wrong with going and getting a meal and writing it off. Just don't use your grant money for that. Just don't do it. You can buy airline tickets, you know, things that make sense for what you need to do with your business. But y'all, keep it cute, okay? Keep it cute. Exactly. Keep it cute. So separate the money. That way it's all in one place. And that makes it super, super clear so that if you have to show what you use the money on, and it doesn't happen all the time, so don't be, you know, terrified. But in either case, it's just good practice. Sometimes if we put the money in the same place we have all of our other money, before we know it, that $10,000 or $20,000 is gone. So you want to make sure that when you get it, you go ahead and put it somewhere else. That's the same thing I do. If I get a loan, put that money somewhere else. That way you can see it, you can manage it, and then you can decide how you're going to flip it. Okay, is by keeping it separate. Yep. So what you should do is, if you already have a business bank account, go ahead and add a separate account for funding, is what you should call it. So when you get a loan, put the money there. If you get a grant, put the money there, and that becomes your funding account. You can make your payments from there and etc. But it just keeps the money separate. So that way you have a clear idea of how you're going to use it and how you're going to make sure it grows. Yes. I love this. Y'all have some good businesses. So let's just do a quick review. Okay. We've got $10,000 with the Angel City grant due in April, first week of April. This $10,000 is due next week. Okay. And should we do one more? Comment one more in the chat if we should do one more. Comment one more if we should do one more, because here's the thing, y'all. I am teaching a free funding and grants masterclass. I know we have a good time on live, right? But come to class. Let me share my screen. Let's dive in. You need to get these formulas. You need to get the full breakdown. You need to get these templates. So I'm going to show you guys how to secure your seat to that class before they're all gone. It is on Thursday. It is free, and it is all about getting funding for your business this year, okay? Because if we can do this on live, imagine what we can do in a whole class. And I'm excited. Okay, so y'all saying one more. Let me choose a good one. Ooh, this is a good one. Okay, let's do this one. Let me just... Ooh, oh no, yeah. No, let's do this one. Let's do that. Oh, but this one is good too. Okay, y'all. So we have one more $10,000 grant. There's a lot more, but one more that we're going to talk about today. The rest, y'all going to have to come to my class on Thursday. So this is the Verizon Small Business Grant. Verizon, can you hear me okay? Good. All right, so this Verizon grant is $10,000, and it is also due the first week of April. So here's one thing you have to do right now. I'm pulling it up. The questions are, it looks like there's about 7 questions. So here's what you need to do, y'all. The Verizon Small Business Grant. The first thing you need to do is head to Verizon Business, even if you're not a Verizon Business customer, and you need to make an account. Okay, I'm going to give y'all that tip right now. I remember, coaching my students on this grant last year, so they've brought it back again. You need to make a Verizon account, and they're going to offer you free Verizon business courses. You have to take at least 3 of the courses, okay? You have to take at least 3 of the courses. Now, the courses are like 5 minutes long, so nothing very crazy. But essentially, they want to make sure that before you apply for this grant, that you put a little bit of time in by, number one, making an account with Verizon, and then number two, taking their courses. Then you can apply for the grant. Now, again, the courses are 5 minutes long, so don't tell me you can't do it, because pop in your headphones, make dinner for the kids, and go ahead and listen to the courses. So I'm actually pulling up the site right now so y'all can see it. But once you do those two, core deliverables, your business does not have to be in business for a certain amount of time to apply. It's for all entrepreneurs, and there aren't any other limitations to the application. You just need to make sure you create your account and listen to those courses. And then once you do that, let's go ahead and pull up the questions. So as I mentioned, we've got 7 questions. Most of these are just like, tell me about your business, But we see the same question again. What impact does your business make? How would Verizon Tech benefit your business? And then how are you going to use the money? So when they ask this kind of question about like, how would the tech benefit your business, right? Even if you're not a Verizon customer, what you want to do is really allude to, okay, first of all, what types of products does Verizon offer? Wi-Fi, phone, business phone. I don't even know. They probably offer some other stuff too, the FiOS, all these different things. So you want to talk about how as a business owner, it is, of the utmost priority to stay, to be in touch with your customers. You want to talk about how it is necessary for you to have fast. Can you guys hear me? Somebody said no sound. Oh, man. I don't know why. When y'all say that, you scare me. But can you guys hear me? Hey, Rich. I think it was just one person who said they couldn't hear me. You just made my heart jump. Because I'm like, oh no, we're talking about this best grant ever. And y'all telling me you can't hear me. Okay, you can hear me. Okay, good. All right. So back to what I was saying. When they're asking you, how do you plan to use Verizon Tech, right? This is really, they want to see, do you know what Verizon offers? And are you planning to maybe become a customer when you win this grant, right? So we're gonna give them what they want. We're gonna give them what they want. We're gonna give them what they want. So we know Verizon offers, what they offer: phone, Wi-Fi, cable, whatever. So you want to talk about, well, as an entrepreneur, it's so important for us to have, great quality service so we can take orders from our customers, so we can get in touch with our customers. We also need to make sure that at our establishment, if you have one, or if you work from home, that you have the highest quality Wi-Fi so that you never miss an opportunity to collect an order. And, we know that Verizon is the best. So when we win this grant, we would love to invest in Verizon's business technology to help get our business to the next level. You see what I'm saying? You guys sweeten them up a little bit. Throw some sugar on it. Throw some sugar on it. Are y'all picking that up? Comment got it in the chat if you got it. So you want to make sure you throw a little sugar on that. Okay, don't be intimidated by that question. You just want to make sure that you're throwing a little sugar on it so that they know, okay, we know that if this person wins the grant, how they're going to use this money. Exactly. Does the grant want it? So each of these have multiple winners. It's $10,000 and they're going to choose multiple people. So you have many opportunities to win, which is fantastic. So with this one, make sure that you create your Verizon account, take the free courses, which are free, 5 minutes long, and then apply for the grant. All right. Now, what we're going to do in class, okay, you guys know I'm going to give you my free, fully funded class on Thursday at 5 Eastern. We're going to be talking about how you're going to win grants this year and how you're going to get business funding this year. So both of them. Okay. So I'm going to show you guys how to secure your seat. because the free classes always fill up very fast, as they should. I cannot wait for y'all to get in the room, but that's really going to allow me to connect with you guys on a deeper level. Yes, these lives are great, but I really can't share my screen. You know, we can't dive into the deep strategies of how you're going to get this money this year. So let's make sure that you secure your seat to class. Now I'm going to show you guys exactly where to go. And YouTube, I'm going to drop the link to the class right in our chat. All right, boom. Okay. I'm really excited because I haven't done a free masterclass since January, I want to say. So it's time. Okay, comment sign me up if you are ready to join the free class. Comment sign me up if you are ready to join the free class. So YouTube, I'm dropping the link for y'all directly. Hurry up before these seats are gone. And then Instagram, I'm going to show you guys where to go. So when you come to the free funding class, we are going to be able to really dive into the strategy. So first thing you're going to do is go to my page, click here. At this moment, there's 40 seats left. There's 200 of y'all in here, so let's move. You're going to click where it says free biz funding class, Thursday, 5 Eastern, secure your seat. Beep. One thing I do recommend, after you fill out all your information, you secure your seat, you are going to register. Once you register, it is going to give you the option to add on my fully funded kit. So this is what is going to fully prepare you for class. You're going to get my fully funded course, projections, the business plan template, and the grant template. So you want to make sure that you add this on for 37 bucks. Okay, I do highly recommend that. Oh, wait a minute. Instagram done already went to get it. So Instagram, I'm giving you guys a few minutes to grab this until all these 40 seats are gone. YouTube, what do you mean? Hold on. Why did you do that? Can you guys hear me now? YouTube, can you hear me? But I see you guys commented, sign me up. Can you hear me? Okay, hold on one second. Instagram, y'all have an advantage because it looks like y'all about to be the ones who get all these seats. But hold on, let's not leave our YouTube family behind. So yes, y'all, the class is on Thursday. You want to secure your seat and add on the prep kit, okay? That way you have the business plan template, the projections formula, all the other elements that you need to be successful so you can be ready for class. Yes. All right, it looks like we have 15 left. So I see you guys are securing your seat. Like I said, the free classes always get filled up really quickly, but I'm so excited because I haven't done a free class since January. So it's time. All right, so let me show you guys where you're going to get your seat one more time. So you're going to join me for my free funding class, okay? We're going to be covering getting funding in 2024. It is on Thursday at 5. Once you click the link, you're going to click secure my seat, register, and then as soon as you register, you'll have the opportunity to get my prep kit for 90% off. So you're going to get the course, the prep kit, the projections formula, and all the business plan templates. And that's only 37 bucks. So make sure you add that because that is a steal. Okay. So one more again, exit the live, go to my profile, click on this link, go here, boom, and secure your seat. All right, let me give you guys another minute. Hey, YouTube. They was trying to hate on y'all. I'm so sorry. YouTube was trying to mess it up for y'all to secure your seat to class. But there are a few more seats. There are some more seats. Okay, now we are at 11 seats left. I might have to add some more seats, y'all. I might have to add some more seats to this class because, you know, we're not at Thursday yet, and here we go. All right, so YouTube, I just want to show you guys really quick. Once you click on that link that I just provided you, it'll take you straight to this site. You're going to secure your seat, and then once you register, you'll be invited to get my fully funded prep kit for 90% off. So it's going to give you the course, the prep kit, the projections formula, and the business plans, the templates. And you'll add that for $37. So definitely recommend that because it is a steal. Okay, so y'all have the link. Instagram. Okay, you're in. So in that class, I want you guys, you know, when you add your prep kit, go ahead and save it to your computer or print it out. You know, go ahead and put it somewhere where you can actually write on it or take notes with it, because we'll be talking about using your business plan to get funding, and we'll be talking about some grants. All right, so I'm going to show you guys one more time. So, yes, YouTube, you got it. Head to this link. So you're going to exit the live, go to my profile. Boom. This link. Boom. Get fully funded in 2024. Secure your seat. And as soon as you register and input your information, and it'll take you straight to the fully funded prep kit. Again, you want to add that on for $30, okay? You're getting all 4 of these things for $37. The course, the prep kit, the projections formula, and the business plan templates. So you want to go ahead and add that on. And then boom, bring that to class. It is on Zoom. I wish it could be in person, but y'all know I'm all the way in Africa, okay? So y'all would have to take a trip out here and do that thing. But you know what? We might have to do that. Okay, so one more thing before I hop off of here. Vanessa, there are still some seats. Hold on, YouTube. You're going to click on the link that's right in the chat. I just dropped it. As soon as you click on the link, it'll take you to the website. Maybe consider copying the link and then pasting it to your browser. But one more thing I have to tell y'all. And then I have to go teach my class. But remember how I was telling you that I got that loan, okay, or at least the offer for the loan. I was thinking about taking it. And I asked you guys, I was like, okay, so tell me this. If I go ahead and take this loan, and I'm always teaching y'all how to get the bag, split the bag, flip the bag. So I was like, if I go ahead and take this loan, would you guys want to see, you know, a live, basically documentary, if you will, or for me to document getting the loan, applying the strategy, buying some cars here in Senegal, starting a transport business, renting them out, making money, and literally showing you how to split the bag, how to flip the bag. Remember I asked y'all that? And some of you guys might not have been there, but y'all were like, yes, we want to see it, you know, start the business, So we've been looking at, you know, some trucks, some cars that we want to buy to make it happen. And I prayed on it. God gave me a clear answer. So I'm like 83% sure that's the direction we're going to go in. So just stay tuned, because I'm telling you, you can make this happen. And I'm so excited to show you the actual journey. So But come to class. Let's get you funded in 2024, and then make sure you're locked into my page, because as soon as I accept that loan, it's day one, and I'm gonna be walking y'all through the whole process from applying the strategy, buying the cars, renting them out, making the money, and the whole thing. So I'm really excited. Yes, brand new businesses can apply for grants. All right, y'all. So we've got a few seats left to class. I'm going to go ahead and hop off, because I do have to go teach my mentees, but I want you guys to secure your seats. So just go straight to the link in my bio, click where it says Get Fully Funded, and don't forget to add your prep kit. All right. Love y'all. I will see you guys in class.